So this would be the next class of your IM subject. What I have taught you in my last class is Sharpe method. Now we are going to discuss about the trainer measure. Trainer measure is another evaluation technique where we measure the performance of the portfolios. This is the formula. There we have taken standard deviation of P. Here we take beta of P. That is only the difference. RP, the numerator is similar, RP minus RF. Denominator is BP, that is return on beta portfolio. So this is the question. Rank the three firms with the trainer performance index given the following data. Rank the three firms, M and O. 15, 13, 12 is the return. Risk has been given 16, 18 and 11. Beta is 1.15, 1.25, 0.9. Risk-free return has been given as 7%. So let's take this question and do the another problem as such. Copy. Open with. So I'll write down the information. M and O, these are the three forms. Returns are 15, 13 and 12. Risk is 16%, sorry 15%. Okay, 16, 18%, 11%. This is also under percent only. Beta has been given as 1.15, 1.25 and 0.90. Your risk-free rate or RF has been given as 7% in all of them. Same it will be. So we are going to calculate now the trainer's performance index. So it is formula as RP minus RF divided by beta of portfolio. So for M we are going to calculate 15 minus 7 divided by 1.15. It will come to 8 divided by 1.15. So it will be 6.96. So for N it is trainers for N 13 minus 7 divided by 1.25. 6 divided by 1.25 it will come to 4.8. For O it is 12 minus For O it is 12 minus 7 divided by 0.9. It will come to 5 divided by 0.9. That will be 5.55. So you need to rank them now. So rank according to trainer. It will be, this is the top one, first portfolio, second portfolio and third portfolio. So this is how you need to do. It's very simple. I hope it is clear to all of you. It's all depends upon the calculation part only. Nothing variation. So this is what, no more variation will be there in that. Now we'll do the Jensen measure. Jensen measure is the formula where RP minus RF is equal to alpha P plus beta P into RM minus RF will be done, and accordingly the problem will be done over here. So in this RP is nothing but return on portfolio, RF is risk-free rate, your RM is return on market, beta P is systematic risk, that is portfolio and risk on portfolio. Alpha P is nothing but measures the forecasting ability of the manager as such. So this is the question, guys. We'll do a problem on this. The following results were obtained from a study of a period of 6 months. Study of a period of 6 months in 2019. So these are the 4 companies, firms, growth firms: Birla, ICICI, Reliance and market index. So these are the return, 25.38, 36.28 and 45.56. These are the only the three companies. The third one is return on market. Market index means return on market. RM is there in this formula. That RM is this third part. He'll give you at the same point only. Students get confused with this part only. They think it as an return on market only. They think it as an another firm, so they write it as a company itself. So no, it's not like that. It is a market index, return on market. RM has been given in this question formula, so that RM is nothing but for all of them. This will be the market index as such. So standard deviation of P and standard deviation of, so this what you have to take in all the companies market, 36.74 in all the three methods. Three methods in sense, in all the three companies. What are the companies that has been given as Birla, ICICI, Reliance? In all the you should not take this market index value. This you be very careful in this selection point. You have to take only return on market where it has been given below the return on portfolio only, not risk, not beta. You have to take only this, okay, this part only. So now coming to formula, so alpha P has been given, okay, that measures the forecasting ability of a manager. Beta P is systematic risk again. So this is what it is. So let's start doing this problem. So you have to rank them accordingly through this Jensen. What is the method to calculate the ranking method? The ranking method formula is basically, I need to just write down that also. Rank will be done based on your alpha P divided by beta. You will get alpha P, okay, this one, divided by so now you will not be given in the question this alpha P. You need to find out in all the three companies alpha P, then you need to divide with this value. That is how you are going to rank it, okay. I hope it is clear. So let's start doing this problem. So I'll write down the entire information as such. So Birla, ICICI and Reliance are the three companies. So return on portfolio has been given of all of them: 25.38, 36.28, 45.56. So standard deviation of P has been given as 4, 6.86, 4.31. So beta of portfolio is like 0.23, 0.52, 0.63. Now return on market index is nothing but RM, so you need to take only this part. You should not take this one. You should not take this one. RF has been given as 9 assets. So Jensen method we are going to use now. Performance measure. The formula is RP minus RF is equal to alpha P plus beta P into RM minus RF. So for Birla we are going to write down Jensen Birla, we'll write down because it's bigger one. So RP is nothing but 25.38 of Birla minus RF has been given as 9 is equal to alpha P. Students get confused, you should not take this part. It's just for confusing situation. You are not supposed to take alpha P at all, standard deviation of P at all in this question. Okay, you're not supposed to take that. Okay, alpha pi P is different, your standard deviation of P is different, so you should never take this on that place. Beta pi is 0.23 into RM has been given as 36.74. I said you need to take only this part minus 9. So how you're going to calculate is 25.38 minus 9 is 16.38 is equal to alpha P plus 0. You get 6.38. Subtract this one. Subtract this one and multiply with this. You will get 6.38. So alpha P will be here 16.38 minus 6.38. So you will get 10. Okay. So now how you are going to rank is, I have said you in the formula also. This one only, right? What I said you, alpha P by beta P. So this is how you are going to rank it. Alpha P divided by beta P of this same company. So 10 divided by 0.23. 0.23 is nothing but what is over here. So how much it will be coming to? 43.48. The similar manner you need to calculate for, this is Jensen for performance of Birla. Now we are going to calculate Jensen performance of ICICI. So it will be similar formula, RF minus R or RP minus RF is equal to alpha P plus beta P RM minus RF. So over here again 36.28 minus 9 is equal to alpha P plus beta P is how much? 0.52. RM is similar, 36.74 only you need to take minus 9. So it will be again 27.28 is equal to alpha P plus how much you get is 14.42. So alpha P will be your 12.86. So your ranking will be done like alpha P by beta P. So 12.86 by 0.52. How much it will come to? 24.73. So then next, Reliance. Similar, you need to take 45.56 minus 9 is equal to alpha P plus beta P. Beta P is how much? 0.63. 0.63 into RM is how much? Again 36.74 minus RF is 9. So it will come to 36.56 is equal to alpha P plus 17.48. So alpha P will be a 17.08 if you subtract that. So your ranking will be like alpha P by beta P. So 17.08 divided by your beta P is how much? 0.63. So this is how you need to rank. 30.729 it is. So you need to rank now, which is the top one of all. Jensen Performance of Birla. This is the first one. Next is 30. So Jensen Performance of Reliance. Then this is the third rank. Roman numbers also you can rank. This is how you are supposed to rank. I hope it is clear. This is little bit bigger problem than a bigger formula than your Sharpe and what we call trainer. This is the formula, guys. After he will never give you the alpha p value. Don't get confused with standard deviation of p. These two are different. Standard deviation of p is again, we are not going to in detail of systematic and systematic risk. I have already explained you in my earlier classes. Just check out those videos. Beta p is systematic risk. That means there are uncontrollable factors that will be measured in the company, so that risk will be calculated through beta only. So alpha p, so you need to substitute and calculate the alpha p and rank it accordingly. Alpha p by beta p, you need to rank them. So if whichever it is more, give them first rank, the next one second, the next one third. So I hope it is clear, this problem. If you have any doubts regarding this, you just pin me up. I'm going to clear your doubt. So this is what is the problem we have just done. I hope it is clear to all of you. This is what we have taken, yeah. So now this is the another problem. Now this is very important. I want all of you to do this and send me the solution. Few of students are sending me and I'm very happy to receive their feedback. I want you all to do this problem. Sharpe also you need to do, trainer also you need to do, and Jensen method also you need to do in this problem. So do this problem. Jensen for Sharpe, what is required? Standard deviation of portfolio minus return on portfolio minus return on RF. What is RP minus RF divided by standard deviation of P? That is the formula, is right. So RP is 12 minus 6 divided by 18. Okay, this is how you need to do Sharpe. Now for trainer, the formula is RP minus RF divided by beta of P. So 12 minus 6 divided by 1.1. This is how you do for a growth firm for what we call trainer problem. Now all the three performance evaluation measures he's saying. So for Jensen, what you need to do is you have beta, you have return on market also, RM also. So take this one, not these two. So take this one. You have RF, you have RM, you have RP, you have beta. So using this, calculate the alpha and divide it by beta and rate it accordingly. So I want all of you to do this problem and send me. So with this I'll wind up the class. In my next class I'm going to explain you about the third method. Okay, and little bit variation is also there in your what we call your Jensen method. There is a variation. So do this problem. See all of you guys. Bye all of you. Take care.